Right. Okay. So we finna get started, y'all. I got one more picture I gotta pull. Oh, now you wanna apologize. You apologize, Timberland. It's too late. It's too late.
What you talking about?
Timberland Marquez said some stupid shit about putting a muzzle on Britney Spears. And he need to shut the fuck up because there ain't nothing to muzzle. Shit. Hold on, y'all. We finna get into NXT. Grand Theft Auto 6 is getting ready to drop. It's saying.
That's what they say. I believe it when I see something from Rockstar.
It says, according to Bloomberg .com and Rockstar, they plan on dropping the Grand Theft Auto 6. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I went live on time. Well, I wasn't on time, but that's not the point. So I will do my top commenter of the day. Let me get my graphic up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let me put my banner up as well. All right, here we go. Okay. So top commenter today goes to Pierre, Nika, Youngboy J, Tirza, and Sasha. All five of y'all were my top five commenters of the day. And then Kayla's always going to be an honorable mention. Okay. Donnie's here. Aaliyah. Hola, party people. Tay is here. Everybody, the usual suspects are here. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing all right. Let's get into NXT. I promise I won't keep y'all long because I want to lay down. I have to get up in the morning because I got something I got to do. Okay? I got something I got to do. My sister is for living rent free in my head right now. She is a hot mess. She's worse than I am. And if she watched wrestling, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. All right, so let's start off with the Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying matches, okay? Because this pissed me off. All right. Fallon went up against Tiffany and she had a very good showing against Tiffany, but Tiffany targeted the leg that she took out last week when she went after Fallon. And so it resulted in Fallon losing the match and Tiffany advancing to go into the tournament. I mean, into the Iron Survivor Challenge. And here's where I got a problem with this. Tiffany do not need an opportunity to go after the championship. I don't like it. I feel like in this particular sense, the only person who really should have earned that opportunity is Fallon. Tiffany just dropped the title to Becky not only a couple months ago. Okay. So her being in the Iron Survivor Challenge match, which I'm fine with her being in it, I don't think she should have advanced over Fallon. She should have been a last chance of capability for her to be in that match. I don't understand why they're so hard up on Tiffany, why she has to be at the top of the mountain. I'm not denying her skill and her talent and what she's capable of, but character wise, she is flawed. Promo wise, she is flawed. Fallon is stronger on the microphone than her. She's got good ring awareness. She's an excellent wrestler. Character wise, Fallon is solid, be it heel or face. Tiffany still got a long way to go character wise and promo wise. They should have went with Fallon. Fallon needed the bump. She needed the push. She should have been the one in there. She could have had a good showing in that Iron Survivor Challenge. Now, don't get me wrong. It is possible for them to still select Fallon for a last chance capability. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they do that with these types of matches. But at this point, I'm just irritated, and I really wish they would have pulled the trigger on Fallon today. I really do. I really, really do. And it's not right. Don said, I get it, but it's too much. She literally just had a title shot and lost. That's what I'm saying. Because right before Becky got the title, the last person to truly fight Becky and take Becky to the limit for that championship was Tiffany. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Do y'all even care about advancing this women's division, or are you only focused on building up these women in certain women in the division? Because at this point, y'all not giving what you're supposed to have gave. You could have given Fallon a really good opportunity to succeed here. And I'm not saying win the Iron Survivor Challenge, but just to be in it. She didn't even get the chance to qualify to be in it last year. It just really made me upset. I was very pissed about that. Fuck her skills and the talent. I ain't even seen the match, and I agree with Fallon winning. She don't like Tiffany. It's not about Tiffany's talent or skills. I'm acknowledging it because it's something that it needs to be considered. But in my opinion, if I was booking the Iron Survivor match, she would have not been the first person to qualify for that match. I'm sorry, especially with the way that they're prefacing how the legends are going to be deciding the qualifiers for these matches. It could be any random person. Carmen Petrovich could challenge to be one of the members of the Iron Survivor Challenge for the women, and she just got there. You could have Electra Lopez going up against Tatum Paxley back there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not right, and I don't have an issue with Tiffany ring wise. I really don't. In fact, she reminds me a lot of Charlotte as a competitor. Charlotte is a little cleaner. She has a bit more athleticism than Tiffany does. She's stronger than Tiffany as well. But Tiffany has a specific set of skills that I actually do enjoy watching in the ring. It's just in this case, they could have put Tiffany up against anybody else, and I probably would have been like, okay, fine. But in this case, Fallon was the one who should have went through and won the match. That is the truth. It's not even about whether I get adding star power to the match. You could have added that star power later. I'm sorry, but Fallon is the girl, in my opinion. I that's just the way it is for me. It's giving very much Mandy Rose, and I don't like it. It's too much. I have to agree with Tears and Dine. It's too much, and Tiffany don't have to be overly pushed like that. She was already champion. Let's move on. Especially if y'all don't plan on giving her the title anytime soon. Let it the fuck go. Because if y'all not gonna put Becky in this match, then what are we here for? Because if you was gonna put her in there, you could put Becky in the match. You definitely could have. Because Becky ain't gonna be in the War Games match. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. We all know I like Tiff. And she could be well on her way to be in talks with Charlotte. But what are we really doing? Hey, Kenny. If anything, I'd be okay with y'all teaming up Tiffany and Kiana. It seemed like that's where it's headed until them hoes get in that Iron Survivor match because I believe Kiana's gonna be one of the other girls selected, and they probably gonna have her and Roxanne compete, and Kiana's gonna go over on Roxanne, which is fine. But in the grand scheme of things, to me, it doesn't. If they do it that way, it's gonna be very heel heavy for that Iron Survivor Challenge, and I hate that. So who we got to stomp a mud on? Shawn Michaels' old cockeyed, bald-headed ass is fucking up when it comes to this. This is the only thing I don't like about this show. He fucked up, in my opinion. I'm gonna need you to stop asking me for shit. Now, the first match of the night was between Akira Tozawa and Noam Dar. Now, you know Akira has joined Alpha Academy, and then you have Metaphor. Metaphor's entrance is so cute. It is so cute. I really do love Metaphor's entrance. Oh my god. Anyways, the guys and girls was having a moment. It was a nice match to open up the show with. Ultimately, Noam Dar was able to pick up the win due to the interference from the Metaphor. And of course, Oro Mensa decided to, chastise Akira Tozawa. This resulted into the Alpha Academy viscerally just taking homeboy at. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, I'm saying aside from this match. I got what you mean. I got what you meant, Donnie. That's Jakara's render. They couldn't sell sis to move her hair. Let me tell you something about Jakara's hair today. Don is right when it comes to Jakara. I don't know what's going on with Jakara hair wise, but sometimes when she get her hair done fresh, it's almost like when she gets ready to reset it or like refresh it, she not sure of how to do that. Either that or the quality of the wig is not great because it was looking like it was clumping up today. And I'll tell you one thing about lash wigs always look good. There was a one time where it didn't, and I think that was when she first got on TV, first started being in NXT. But ever since then, she stepped her game up. Plus, Lash outfit was real cute today. She had them nice fold over boots that's real popular right now. They was ivory colored, and I was like, "Bitch, you better serve." And she had her hair done real nice. Something about Jakara's hair just seemed like it was old. Like you ever seen an old wig that need to be revived, especially an old synthetic wig. I know Jakara's hair not synthetic, but I don't think the hair that she's wearing is good quality. This is the render that Jakara's been used. They've been using for Jakara for quite some time. But baby, today that hair was not giving. It's like she rolled out of bed, took that paddle brush, brushed it. She might have took a blow dryer through it, put a little Earl on there so it have a little shine, but it was looking very dry and a little clumpy. If you ever had weave sticks together when it's not good, okay? Now she got Timu hair, child. When the wigs ain't good, that weave will, as soon as that silicone rub off, that hair will stick together like it gets ratty and it mats up. It's bad. It is really bad. Anyways, like I said, no one retain his heritage cup. But next week, Alpha Academy is gonna be a special guest on the Supernova sessions next week. So we got that. Now Lyra Valkyria came out there and Lyra looked good. She came out there with a little, furry tube top on and black pants, had her black boots on, and she came out there with her title around her waist. Okay. Lyra was very excited. She gave her little speech about beating Becky and how, people tell you never to meet your heroes, but she was able to meet her hero and beat her. So she was just very much living in her moment. But while she was giving her speech, Zia Lee came down there. Zia Lee came down there acting a damn fool and cutting up. And the damn security guards were trying to get her out. And Lyra said, no, 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 let the bitch through. I want to hear what she had to say. So Zia said, did you see what I did to Becky on Monday? I'm taking hoes out. And if you was a real champion, you defend your championship against me. Lyra said, yeah, I saw what you did, ho. I saw all that. I saw all that. And let me tell you something. She said, you only mad because Becky was defending her championship and you couldn't get in where you fit in. That's all it was. So then the damn security guard was like, hey, y'all, chill out. We ain't got to do this like this. Everybody calm down. Zia Lee backed up, turned around, and just roundhouse kicked homeboy in the face. Lyra did not flinch. She did not move. She did not stumble, nothing. Lyra took her belt off and was like, you want the championship? You want a title shot? And then all of a sudden her music hit. And I was like, I don't think that was supposed to happen yet. Lyra did not finish what she had to say. I said, Sean bald-headed ass back there in Gorilla fucking up the vibes for everybody. We want to hear what Lyra had to say. We want to see it. But it looked like Zia Lee and Lyra gonna be fighting it out in NXT for a little while Becky recovered from her, kick to the face. Also, Candice is still recovering from hers. That's why Candice wasn't in that battle royal this week. So you got two top stars out. Well, three girls from in this main roster are gone. Becky out and Candice out for a little while. These are kayfabe injuries, I believe. And then you got Zia dippling, dabbling in NXT for a little while, possibly getting an opportunity at the NXT Championship. Now, here's what happened backstage. You see, Wes Lee was back there. Thank God there was no Judgment Day on NXT today. It was very, very mellow episode. We appreciate that. Wes Lee was backstage with Mackenzie and they was having a really good time. And Wes Lee basically was like, I had to leave to get my head together and rejuvenate. The only way I could do that is I have to step away from the situation, then come back ready to go. And I'm ready to go. I have a list of everything that I want to accomplish while I'm still here. And the first thing I'm going to do is beat Dominic Mysterio and get back my North American Championship. That's when bald headed ass Cal walks in and says, "Oh, look who decided to show up." And I was like, "Nigga, I swear on everything, the last time we saw you, your ass was leaving Monday Night Raw because you was a free agent and didn't nobody want you. So you had to come down to the minor leagues to try to take over, and you still ain't doing shit. You still ain't got no moment. Your only moment is beating Braun Breaker, and even that was forgettable, babe. You need to calm down. Calm down, Corbin. Now, Corbin seemed to be very much in his feelings against Wesley. He said that basically he's a quitter and he knows that he's a failure or whatever the case may be. And Corbin is like, he was like, "I'm gonna beat you down just like I beat Dodger, just like I'm gonna beat down Ilya." And I was like, um, I don't know about that. The last time you had an opportunity to get to Ilya, you lost. Um, and it was somebody against somebody who's not even as, and I'm not even trying to, shit on Carmelo Hayes, but he's not as intense as Ilya Dragunov is, or as merciless as Ilya Dragunov is, and you still lost to him. So what do you think is going to happen when you go up against Ilya Dragunov? You think that shit is going to be a walk in the park because you was able to attack him from behind? And Wesley was like, "You know full well that when you get in a ring with Ilya, that is not going to be an easy win for you. You're going to get your ass kicked." And he was like, "Yeah, like brush that shit off." Like what he said didn't matter. But Ilya had a little message for that little bald headed cue ball bitch. And he told him straight up, "When I get my hands on you, I'm going to crush your spirit and I'm going to crush your soul. I'm going to take your ass out." To that, I say, please do. Put him out of his misery. We have been begging, okay? Because even now, being in NXT, you are still being outworked by your younger counterparts, by people who are not even veterans in this company. They are still outworking you ring wise and promo wise. You are terrible. And yet you still have a job. I don't understand this. And it is not because you are unlikable as a character, you just simply are unlikable. And that's not even by you as a night as a person, because as a person, as a real guy outside of your character, you're actually very cool. But your character work is terrible. You're a terrible character, and your ring work is subpar at best. Your finishers and signatures are better than your actual ring work, which, okay. And depending who you go up against, they are going to outwork you every single time. It is so weird to me that he is just so this very arrogant and this cocky all the time. It baffles me. It boggles the mind. Let's go to the other qualifying match. It was Tyler Bate versus Dijak. They had a good match, but unfortunately, Dijak qualified for the Iron Survivor Challenge. And I'm just like, y'all could have had some fun with this, like some real legit fun. You could have put Tyler Bate in that match. You could have Nathan Frazier qualify in that match. You could have a couple other people qualify, like Charlie Dempsey. And I don't really remember how many people could qualify for the Iron Survivor, but really round it out and make it really fun. And you start off with Dijak. Like, I'm not saying that ring wise Dijak isn't fun, but last year's men's Iron Survivor Challenge match was so good. It was so good. Now the women's, they need help. The women's Iron Survivor Challenge, they need help because last year their match was terrible. It was ordered even. It didn't pick up until the end. No, I don't like it. I would have preferred that Tyler Bate was in that match. I hope that they get a last chance effort to put Tyler in that match, because I really think that Tyler would add an element in there that would be fun to watch. I don't have an issue with Dijak ring wise, but he just bores me. He's boring, and I'm just not a fan. So if he's in it, if y'all care for it, that's fine. Me personally, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Now, this match was heavily advertised, of course. He said, honestly, Tyler can go up because what are we doing? Now it's only 2 likes. Dos me gusta. Y'all some tricker butt trucker butt twash. She done went back to twash, Jerry. Do not forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gents. Okay, it helps the channel. Please do that. If you're watching this in the playback, please hit the like button. Thank y'all. They still going with Just for Men, Edge, and Just for Men and Edge Light. I ain't never, I never would have even put them two nicknames together. Kenny be getting you together, honey. Anyways, this match happened. I'm gonna be honest, I was in the bathroom, so I didn't see it. Um, all I know was when I came back, Von Wagner had lost, and Brian Breaker had got put to through a table because of Von Wagner. The crowd was booing Robert Stone, which I don't understand. I don't know what happened as to why they started booing Robert Stone. And Robert was like, "Yeah, we did it. I mean, you did it. You did it." And I was like, "What? What happened? Like, did you low blow the man or something? Like, what's going on?" I really don't care no more. Um, I'm glad Von Wagner okay. I'm glad Brian Breaker got put through a table. All is right with the world. Let's put it that way. All is right with the world, ladies and gents. Okay. Now, I want you to stop asking me for shit. Cause I didn't got paid and my hair is laid. Lexus definitely attacked um I said I just got paid and my hair is laid. That song has me in a chokehold. I want you to stop asking me for shit. It ain't even Christmas and it ain't your birthday. If y'all don't know who Victoria Monet is, get into it, okay? Hold on, I gotta get the pictures offline. All right, y'all. So let's talk about it. All right. There's a few other things that happen. Like I said earlier, there was an Alpha Academy and Metaphor match, and then it ended up with another Alpha Academy match, but this time it was with Drew Gulak. So Drew Gulak, Charlie Dempsey, Damon, what's his name, Damon Kemp, and they knew little bitch, what's his name, Myron Bourne or some shit like that. She said, "No more shopping sprees, no more late night creeps, no more VIP, no more dough. We can't even get no more." Anyways, let's get into it. It was Miles. That's his name. Miles Bourne. Is that his last name? Bourne? Is it Bourne? Yeah, I said it right. I said it right the first time. Okay, so Miles Bourne, Damon Kemp, Charlie Dempsey, and Drew Gulak all in a group. I do not know what their group is, but for whatever reason, they hold their forearms where they put their hands over their head. That's what they do. Like this here, mate. They be like this. I don't know what this means. I just know that that's what they do. And then they was all out there. But this one thing I'm gonna need Charlie Dempsey to do. I'm gonna need Charlie Dempsey to lay off of the self tanner. Either that or stop going outside. Because baby, you are only golden brown in certain parts of your face and body. And then on top of that, your fingers are very orange, which leads me to believe that you're putting on the self tanner on your face and just rubbing it on there. And you're rubbing it on your body with your hands. And usually with the self tanner, that is actually of substance. They provide you with a mitt to put said self tanner on your hands. The other stuff you would have to buy, the tanner that's safe and hyperallergenic for your face. I just need you to stop putting that orange shit all over your body like that. You're a nice looking young man, okay? I'm sure your daddy would prefer you be your natural color because you are alabaster white and you need to stay that way, okay? With all that being said, Drew Gulak was in a match with Otis today and Otis won. Mm, mm. It ain't even Christmas. I'm not surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tears. I'm not surprised by that at all. I called it down to the minute with Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. I think Dameson was very much into Lori, but I don't think Lori was very much into Dameson. She tried to play it off like she was, but I don't think that she was. Now the rumor was that they broke up sometime last year, and then they popped up and was like, "No, I don't know where this is coming from. We still together." Now it's being confirmed that they are, going to events separately. They're no longer together. And I was like, okay, well, say la vie. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. He seemed to really like her and be into her. I can't say the same for Lori, but at first she seemed to be into him, but then it was some little things that was done that I was just like, I don't think you really like him too much. And you're playing the role, you putting on the show. You know what I mean? Interesting though is like timing. Damson hasn't really been seen in a lot of TV shows or movies as of lately. And in fact, right after at the height of Snowfall, is like when like right around that fifth season of Snowfall is when they started dating. That sixth season was like the final season of Snowfall, wasn't it?
I can't remember how many seasons it was.
And I was like, mm. I told you that they weren't going to work out, and I told you it was going to be on her part as to why they didn't work out. I told you that. I remember because a lot of y'all in this chat was arguing with me down, like, no, they love each other, and I was like, okay, all right. Now they made this the big focal point of the show. Carmella was asked by Mackenzie um why he was so invested, like what happened last week, and everything. And Carmelo was just very, he's taken aback by these questions. He does not like being questioned about Trick, and he feels like the mere fact that anybody would even make a suggestion that he would attack his friend is dead ass wrong. And he was like, I would never do him like that. He knows me better than that. And we homeboys, we always been there for each other. So I don't understand how y'all could even get an inkling that I would do that. So he was like, I'm going to address this with him. I'm not going to talk to y'all. I'm going to address this with him. As the show progressed, we get to the end of the show, and Trick is out there, and he's calls out his friend. Well, his Carmelo's out there, and he calls out Trick. Trick comes out. And he pretty much gets right to the nitty gritty. And he was like, when I needed you to be there for me, to be my right hand man, to be my guy, you did not do it. You acted like it was beneath you. And Carmelo kind of deflected and made it seem like that wasn't the case, that he was supporting him while still trying to pursue his stuff. And he was like, I can't be two weird places at once, and yada yada yada. Right? So as they continue to have the conversation, Kurt Trick is just like, when you succeed, I succeed, but I needed to succeed on my own. It was my time, and I chose I picked my spot. I took my shot. Now he said, I'm asking you, were you the one? And Carmelo was like, was I what? And I'm like, nigga, he ain't even asked you yet. Like, you know what he gonna ask you? Just say no. No, fam, I would never do you like that. I would never hurt you like that. I know how much this meant to you, and I would never do that to you. We are brothers. That's it. I would never do that to you. And you believe it. But it's you and your evasiveness that's causing people to believe that you attacked this man. Now, given the fact that this whack ass rock star Alexis King came out there and started talking shit, my nigga senses is tingling, and it's telling me that Lexus King was the one who actually attacked Trick Williams and not Carmelo. Okay? Because one, I will say that WWE is leaning real heavy into this. They are making it real thick. They laying it on real heavy. Okay? It's a lot of buttercream on this. And it's very much on Carmelo's side. I find that when that happens, it usually is the latter. It is not what we obviously think that it is. In this case, with Lexus King coming out there trying to start and stir up some shit, I believe that Lexus King was the one who attacked Trick Williams. Now, if Carmelo did it and Lexus was just trying to help stir up the pot so he can keep pushing himself forward, cool. But he kind of told on himself a little bit, because he said straight up, what if it was somebody new? What if it was somebody who's coming in making a name for themselves, somebody whose mind is so twisted and messed up that they would do anything and start anything to push themselves forward? Nobody was really listening. Carmelo and Trick were so focused on each other and getting him out of the way that they did not pay attention to what he was saying. Now, on top of that, he was antagonizing Trick because Trick Williams was already irritated and upset, and he already had the inkling that Carmelo had did it. Now, from what everybody is saying, Carmelo was the last person to be seen with Trick Williams, and they feel like because he was the last person at the scene of the crime, he more than likely committed said crime. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Is it possible? Sure, but that's not necessarily true. Now, as they was grinding up and welling up with Lexus King talking, and Lexus King all in Trick face, he basically is like, I want you to say it. I want you to say it to my face right now. And I'm like, bitch, if you was the one that got attacked, we wouldn't be worrying about you being in this man's face. But it just seems like you have shoehorned your way into this conversation and this battle between these two men so you can somehow come out on top and be the victor. But in the end, you just gonna look like a damn fool, whether you win or not, because it just was an unnecessary push in this direction. Do you understand? Now, this led to Trick Williams accidentally punching Carmelo Hayes in the face, to which Lexus King left and pretty much, was happy with his little work. And of course, he tried to pick his friend up, and Carmelo slapped his hand away at first. And then he said, listen, I apologize. I wasn't trying to hit you. That was an accident. And then Carmelo, took his hand so he could be picked up. But this is the face that Carmelo's making as he's hugging his friend. Sorry, I had to get the bed together so Jared can go to sleep. This is the face that he's making as he's hugging his friend, and the show goes off the air. So the question still is being asked: who attacked Trick Williams and why? The best thing I can say is that it's an obvious person that you can think actually attacked him, and it's a person who is doing it because they want clout, they want recognition. There you go. Night, baby. You got enough space? Yeah, you good? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You have to put your mask on.
One more.
All right. Okay, let me turn the light off for you. Smack just got paid, and my hair is laid. And remember, don't call my phone, bitch. I need you to stop asking me for shit. Anyways, this is where we are. It is very possible that Trick Williams did get attacked by his best friend, homie, friend, whatever the case may be. It's very possible that Carmelo Hayes did this to protect himself so he didn't have to go up against Trick. But it is also very possible and more than likely that Lexus King attacked Trick Williams when he was watching from afar and already saw the animosity between the two friends, but more specifically, is looking for a way to push himself up to the top. You have to remember last week when he talked to Mackenzie, he said, I got a few tricks up my sleeve to push myself further in this company. And he said, you'll just have to, you can't, he said, I've already done so much. And Mackenzie said, what did you do? And he said, oh, Mackenzie, you'll have to wait and see what I do next. And I was like, fuck that mean, homeboy. So it seems like Lexus King has a plan to already make his way in this particular division of WWE. Is he going about it the best way possible? No. He is definitely up to some nefarious and felonious intent. Okay, but it's good TV. I'll give them that. It is very, very good TV. I never said it wasn't. I just said I thought they looked good together. The age gap 9 times out of 10 is the reason why a couple would break up. Like a true light skin. Mm-hmm. 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 Fair point, Tirza. I don't know. I think they moved a little fast, to be honest with you. And I think Corey Harvey wasn't as into Michael B. Jordan as he might have been into her. And quite frankly, his behavior was out of character while he was with her. I remember Michael B. Jordan is very private about his relationships. Now that he's no longer with Lori, he's not as open about the women that he's dating or if he's dating anybody. I haven't seen him posting anything or, doing any of the things that he was doing before. And it just seemed odd and out of character for him to do that out the blue. And I understand when you get somebody new or you're in love, sometimes you act differently when you're with somebody else. And depend on who you with, you may do different gestures of love. But usually people are creatures of habit. They don't deviate from their patterns. And this was a complete 180 of how he would normally act in said relationships with women. So that's what kind of raised my eyebrows with their relationship. His age gap um with her could have played a part, but again, like I said, they hadn't been together long, and them quarantine relationships are disastrous. Every marriage that I have seen that started in quarantine, or every relationship I saw that started in quarantine, no, them shits don't last. They don't last at all. In fact, they are most of them are the ones going through divorce right now or breaking up. And I was like, yeah, I don't like it. Something about this don't smell right. That's what I said. It was just too obvious. It just was, Donnie. It just was a little. They was laying it on real thick for Carmelo, and I was like, I'll play into it, but something telling me that this is not the case. And Carmelo was giving them reason to believe it. He wasn't really not playing into the rumors. He was giving you all the reason to believe that what they were saying about him was true. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stick with I think that this is Lexus King that did this to Trick Williams because the breadcrumbs are there. We just have to find it. And I promise you, it goes back to his conversation with Mackenzie at night 2 of Halloween Havoc, when he basically told her, I already done started what I needed to do. And Mackenzie said, well, what have you done? He says, oh, Mackenzie, you'll have to wait and see. And then he comes out there today. Now, 1 plus 1 equals 2, not 75, bitch. Okay? Turn down the lights. He learned his lesson. I'm assuming he did. I'll give you that. That's because she's a PR relationship girl. I agree. MJ was being MBJ, sorry, was beating those gay and only fucks white girl allegations. Well, I mean, if we being fair, he does date racially ambiguous women. Oh yes, Tirza. Yes, he did, honey. That was his wheelhouse. That's what he liked. And dude from Snowfall is only known for being in that show. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. See, I'm not crazy because this he haven't been in nothing since he did Snowfall. And at least not nothing that's prominent, right? Like he hasn't really picked up anything or anything haven't come out about that just yet, right? So I'm done with NXT, y'all. I already talked about NXT. And I was just like, I'm like, all of a sudden when everything died down with Snowfall, that's when the rocky rumors started with their relationship, and now all of a sudden the rumor is that they are done, they're kaput. And I was just like, this is right after Snowfall stops, right? Because they got together like peak fifth season of Snowfall. Am I right about that? I'm not mad about her because dudes do way worse all the time. I ain't mad at Lori Harvey. I do think she out here doing her damnedest to get herself over the top. She definitely is playing the Kim Kardashian playbook, but she doing it a little bit better because she is not out here hoeing to get it. But my thing was people was really in their feelings about it, and I was just like, it's a relationship that's not gonna last past 2 years. I'm telling you that they're not as in love as you think they are. That this is all done, number one, to show Michael B. Jordan in a light, because he was doing a lot of black shit during that time too. And I hate to be conspiracy theorist and weird, but it just seemed very strategic to me. And Lori Harvey don't have a problem being a pawn in that game as long as she comes out the victor, which that part I can respect. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care. But one thing about Lori Harvey that I didn't like was the rumors about her when she was dating, I think it was Diggy Combs, and then it turned around that she was dating his daddy. Now she said she wasn't dating a man. But I was like, there's videos of you sitting there with Diddy rubbing the back of his head like that's your man. Like, come on, sis. Like if you wasn't with him, that was some overtly, you know, touching, some really touchy feely type shit. Like, just tell the truth and shame the devil. Not Jim Cornette, Reed, and Kane, baby. He tore his ass up. Girl, a lot of people fuck Diddy. A lot of people do. He definitely was. No, he only dated white girls. I thought they was racially ambiguous girls. So they was white. They look racially ambiguous to me. And he started catching heat and used Lori to get back to average black women's graces and that stopped and he back to fucking dudes and white women. I can't with you. Oh, fuck Diddy though. A lot of people. Diddy, they say Diddy nasty. They say Diddy be out here living his best life and them love parties he be having is more than just love. I'll put it that way. Not even on a bet, girl. Diddy was auditioning her to be the new Cassie. And Diddy gay too. Dude from Love and Hip Hop said he fucked Lori Harvey too. I'll put it this way: them niggas I don't believe. The only person I would believe that probably said that is somebody like Rich. Somebody like Rich, I would believe that said that. Anybody else on Love and Hip Hop, what's his name? Prince. He ain't had sex with that girl. Prince didn't have sex with that girl. Prince barely can keep it. He not even straight himself. So absolutely not. Absolutely not. Miami fucks Diddy. Yeah, yeah. I think they two peas in the pod. Superhead put Diddy shit on blast in her book. Oh, you know what? Her book was one of the first books I read. That one of the first like messy books that I bought that I really really loved because she was out there. She was giving everybody the business. Corinne Steffens, girl. Let me see if I still got her meme in here that I saved. Oh yes, I got it.
Okay? My saying is this: everyone thinks it's funny when I'm being disrespected. But then when I get disrespectful, nobody laughs. Why aren't you laughing? It was so funny when you were disrespecting me. It was so funny. But then when I take it to my level, because there are always levels. So when I take it to my level, all of a sudden everybody stops laughing. And that's where I was with him.
I don't care. I loved her. And they were mad at her. Do you remember when she went on Tyra to promote her book and Tyra was giving her the blues, child? She was like, why would you put names in this book and expose these men like this and expose these situations like this? She said, because if you don't tell the truth and expose it, then things will not get better. People don't know what they're dealing with. This industry is, she said, this industry is naturally predatory and women are always being preyed upon. And she said I was going to make sure people knew exactly what was going on. And I was like, girl, I always like Superhead. I always like Corinne Stephens. I never had an issue with her. I felt like she was allowed to tell her truth just like anybody else. And if you name names, bitch, you a bold bitch. That's how I took it. I remember when she went in Tyra Banks show and she tried to shame the girl and she checked her ass. She definitely did. Definitely did. Tyra was just mad because she fucked and sucked one of her dudes. Child, I was watching some older episodes of America's Next Top Model. Y'all, what was we doing? Technically, it wasn't our fault because we was teenagers when America's Next Top Model was coming on. So I'm not gonna blame myself. But I used to watch that show religiously. And when they had Robin on there and Robin was their so-called plus size girl, oh, it pissed me off the way they did Robin. Robin had lost all that weight, did all that work to lose weight. And Janice Dickinson was so mean to her. She was so cruel. And that girl was a heavy Christian Southern girl from the South. She ain't know no better. And they were mean. They were so mean to her. Oh my God. And Tyra had trash coochie word on the shirt. Not she had trash coochie. That cat was trash. No. Oh, them girls. I really want them girls. I really want them to do a documentary on the America's Next Top Model because them girls be having stories. Oh my God. They should do a full documentary, like some Fire Festival type shit. I need it. Whoever did the Fire Festival need to produce that doc too. Y'all need to do it. I also didn't like how Tyra kept throwing in her face that she was living in her car and you're doing this for money and clout and blah blah blah. And I'm like, if you don't get your 20 finger forehead the fuck out of here. And I'm like, in my opinion, what? If I'm doing it for money, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm selling my story to make money. Is that not what you did when you was writing your books? Is that not what you were doing when you did America's Next Top Model? You used your platform to boost this show. You use your talk show to boost America's Next Top Model. So what is the difference? Just because you selling ass in a different way don't mean you ain't selling ass, bitch. Everybody sitting up there was calling you a big ass house, and you sitting up on TV crying, talking about kiss my fat ass. Well, kiss her fat ass. She could. if this is her truth, who are you to tell her that she can't tell it and sell this story so she can make money? What was she supposed to do? Tell it for free? No, if you're gonna be a hoe, be a good one. Don't be no fool, baby. Don't be no fool. All right? All right. Okay, girl. Said I just got paid and my reels in lane. It ain't even Christmas. It's not your birthday. I got one more thing to show y'all because Tears is right about Jim Cornette tearing up Kane's ass, and then I'm gonna be out of here. So Jim Cornette called out Glenn Jacobs because Glenn Jacobs posted this tweet. 94% of public mass shootings in the US occur in gun-free zones. And Jim Cornette responded and said, and 100% of them are the fault of gutless elected officials like you who pander to the right wing hillbillies instead of acknowledging the insanity of our gun laws and doing something to severely restrict access to them. So fuck off with your MAGA horse shit, Glenn. Hashtag fuck the NRA. Well, look at Jim Cornette. Look at Jim Cornette. His country bumpkin ass is speaking facts. Oh, we love to see it. It do. It do. He definitely needed that. He needed that humbling. But Glenn Jacobs can't help it. He can't help it. He only got one eye and one good knee. So he gotta be a politician. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got shit else to offer to the world. He can't be no damn actor. Who gonna watch TV with him in it? All the movies he gonna be in is horrors. Okay? He just not good enough. I wish the Big Show's TV show on Netflix was still on. That was a cute show. It was so cute. It really was cute. Anyway, I heard she had wet Gucci too. See. Now he be getting folks together, child, tearing people up. And he need to. He need to. Because maybe if you hear from your own people, you'll get it together. I ain't gonna say nothing. Because what's about to happen is it's gonna be a rise in people buying guns. And it's gonna happen. And a lot of black folks is gonna be having guns too. Because what we are tired. We tired of being attacked. We tired of being scared. Tired of having to be cautious every time we leave our homes. While y'all get to be armed and ready and constantly about all acting ready to kill us and shoot us. Now, ain't gonna be none of them days. We finna have some wild, wild west shootouts up and through her. Okay? And the only reason why I ain't got no gun is because it make my baby nervous. Because I will admit that sometimes I can be a little, I will say that sometimes my attitude is a little, I can be a little bit reactive. So I've been banned from having said weapon specifically because of my reactive nature, according to my husband. Okay? I can admit that. I can admit that. Okay? But I won't always go to the pistol for every fight, every argument. I won't always want to shut it down. He said, "There you go, stand on your business." My baby he like, baby, I love you, but I don't know. Sometimes your attitude, you're a little strong, and I just want you to be calm. So I don't want you to have something where you can actually end up going to jail for it. And I just feel like that's not. Oh, Timberland deserved what he got. He definitely did. Timberland said that Justin Timberlake need to put a muzzle on Britney Spears. And I said, no, sir. Britney is allowed to tell her story however she pleases. And quite frankly, she was very nice about how she prefaced their relationship. Okay? She admitted to her wrongdoing and to his. And she told the truth. So she don't have to be quiet about nothing. What you need to be doing is minding your motherfucking business. That's what you need to be doing. Because you got a lot of skeletons in your closet too, babe. Because if I recall, your ass was on drugs not too long ago. And it's a lot of bitches who was dealing with you that could air all your shit bare. Okay? Absolutely the fuck not. He didn't mind his damn business. And a lot of people that she felt like hurt her, she did them a really big favor. But I'm gonna put it on my podcast tomorrow because um I did talk about it because that made me angry. Like, I feel like Britney Spears has a right to tell her story. She told her story correctly and she did not bash anybody. She wasn't being cruel or disrespectful. Like, he was wrong for what he said and then he gonna go and apologize. I'm like, nigga, you're too late. What you should have done is sat there and ate your fucking food. Okay? Mind your business. Yeah, because he said Britney should have put on a muzzle. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. She honestly did him a favor. She was very mild. Because if I was her, 20 years is a long time. Okay? But if I was her, I'd have laid all that shit bare. Because I'm petty. And I'm vindictive. I definitely would have. Okay? Took all them hoes out. Cause she ain't had to have no grace for nobody. She really didn't. But she had a lot of grace for a lot of people. And that just shows her growth and capability of being an adult. But what really people are not focusing on in her book, and I said this on my podcast too, but the one thing that they're not focusing on in her book, they really focus on the Justin Timberlake shit, which I feel like that's a small part of her life. Why are you not focusing on the abuse that her parents suffered, did to her? Or why are you not focusing on how her sister treated her and just how she was treated overall? And then looking at her growth and how she's been able to come through all of that. Like, y'all are really, really mean out here. Tim just mad because that single ain't do shit. Ooh. Because she could have been nasty about it. Facts. While he was out here hitting them crack pipes. Okay. And he was also in love with Aaliyah and married a chick only because she looked like her. Jesus Christ. When Aaliyah was 16, mind you. Oh, yeah, Brittany was very gracious in her book. I actually finished it yesterday. Exactly. I'm mad about her fucking mom. He literally could have said it was 20 years ago and honestly don't have much to say. Mainly because it ain't none of your fucking business, bro. Like, how does this involve you? Like, you might have been friends with Justin, but that's you out of line, you out of pocket. You should have been minding your business. You should have been like, I'm glad Brittany was able to get her feelings down on paper, and I'm glad the book is successful. Congrats to her. And Justin Timberlake is married and has a family, and they've moved on. So let's focus on the fact that Brittany has healed, and she is now in a better place where she can write this stuff and write how she feels, and it not trigger her. So that's the best part about it. I'm glad that both of them have grown and moved forward as adults. Leave it at that. Why did you even have to go in on her? This is why I was like, you're not his friend either, because you made yourself look bad and you made him look bad. Like, shut your stupid ass up for somebody start putting your shit out there, bro. You out here marrying bitches because they look like a dead woman. What's wrong with you? Nigga, is you crazy? Or he could have just not said nothing. I'm telling you, it's about that single. And he still mad she picked Donja instead of him for Blackout. Well, the album was good. Blackout was a good album. He didn't need to be on it. Shit. Everybody ain't gonna be getting the Timberland effect, and Timberland shit don't always hit the way he think it do. Because him and Swiss Beats, I'm just keep it like that. You notice Missy disses herself from him years ago. Said I just got paid and my hair is laid. And remember, don't call my phone, bitch. I need you to stop asking me for shit. They was hyping it up like it was gonna be a throwback to 2000s music, and the song was mid, and only Nelly Furtado was good. And she's blowing up on the EDM scene without him. Period. I love that song. I do not care. I don't care. I can't help it. It's stuck in my head. I've been torturing my dad for like 3 days. My poor daddy. My poor daddy. My music choices are all over the place. I didn't even know they had a song out. Damn. Yeah, they did another song. It was supposed to be very much like that other song they did back in the 2000s. I heard it. It don't hit like that song hit. So, I mean, Nicole not lying. And it's not even that. It's like Nelly Furtado was the best part of the song. Justin Timberlake, he didn't really hit that much on the song either. Then again, a lot of his music lately haven't been hitting. So, I mean, she not wrong. She telling the truth. Um, the song itself is okay, but this duo of this trio of them, it worked once because that sound was hot then. Now we are in a different era, and he's still trying to live in that 2000s era of music, and it's not hitting the way it could be. She said her song with Dom Dollar is more fire. Nelly Furtado got the voice for EDM house music, so I'm not mad about that. In fact, I would rather her do that. Like, I think if she get with David Guetta and Skrillex and all of them and start really putting together an album and do it like a compilation with all of the top DJs, that could be some fire shit right there. I'll only be here for an NSYNC reunion. Other than that, Justin can smoke a dick. We are well aware how you feel about Justin Timberlake, babe. You have made that very clear. She is not having it, and I don't feel like arguing with her today. I'm okay with you not liking Justin. I'm all right with that. I understand fully why. Truly, I do. I'm not supporting their reunion because of Justin. Ciao. The other dudes ain't do nothing, and if anything, JC Chazé deserve to be going on tour. I ain't like that man since the day he did Janet dirty. Bitch, this wine is kicking in because I swore that shit said top dollar. No. He did not say fucking top dollar. Oh, shit. Girl, go to bed. Go late. Go to bed. Oh shit. You gonna be he just gonna fade into irrelevancy like the rest of the film pop stars. He ain't gonna be too far off from his natural mark. So it's all right. Y'all don't have to like him. And I fully understand. Now they finally put the renders up for Survivor Series. So I'm gonna go say this and then I'll be out. Survivor Series is gonna be in Chicago on November 25th, and it's gonna be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Tish said one monkey don't stop no show, and he don't make NSYNC. But after that shit he did to Janet, there's no coming back from that. Okie dokie. So So they got the renders up for Survivor Series. It's gonna be team. It should be Team Seth, seeing as how Seth is the fucking champion. Seth is the champion. It should not be Team Cody versus Team JD. It should be Team Seth versus Team JD. Why? Why? So tight. Girl, relax. We know. You ain't gonna be yelling at us because we didn't do it. We didn't do it. Okay. And then Zoe's supposed to be going up against Rhea for the women's championship at War Games as well. Yeah, unfortunately, is yeah, yeah. I don't like none of these. They need to be updated. I'm hoping that they do update these renders because I don't like the way these look. These look very much Photoshop. Like I've seen the people on Instagram make better match cards than these. This one especially is not cool looking. I don't like it. Um the men's looks better than the women's, but let me take my logo off. Hold on. So y'all can see JD McDonough's big ass head. Um mm, 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 mm. I mean, it's cool. It's not ideal, but it's cool. You know they're not gonna have moving renders. They ain't made them moving ones in a minute, and they only do it. Yeah, they are old pictures. They are. She said they're all ugly and cheap. They are not gonna do that. You know that WWE don't put no money into that. I wish they would do the moving renders like they used to back in the day, but it seems like they only do them for WrestleMania. NXT does them a lot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But they do them on the main for at least one or two matches of pay per view, which is that sucks. I wish they would do it for all of them. Like they're not doing anything. I like the moving ones. That old school feeling of those moving ones was fire. I miss those days. Eddie Guerrero used to do his shimmy and shit. That used to take me out. Especially when they would announce the next match. That shit used to take me out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, next tomorrow we supposed to have Freestyle Wednesday. Excuse me. They had it for the pay per view before Crown Jewel. Which one? What they had movie renders for that? What was the pay per view before Crown Jewel? Fastlane. Wasn't it Fastlane? So she said one of the guys from the exonerated five was elected a seat in the New York Council. No way. That's awesome. I'm so glad some good things were happening in this election this year. Lord knows we need it. All right. So I did want to do movie night tomorrow after we talk some wrestling. I don't know what we're gonna watch. I gotta check the thing to see. But I did suggest movie night. So hold on, let me go to YouTube's. Mm. Oh wow, that's crazy. So it looked like I gave y'all a week to vote for the movie to watch that we can watch together. And she said, I know Donald Trump is big mad about that. And she said, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be there. Oh, cool. So movie night is tomorrow, and I put the poll up on my communities tab on YouTube here. So I'm gonna show y'all what movie won. And the movie that won is No Hard Feelings. Okay. I got the next one that would have been Sausage Party, which I have seen Sausage Party already. I went to the movie theaters to watch Sausage Party, which still takes me out to this day. This particular live will go live, but it will not be a live that will stay up. We're gonna watch it, the movie together, and then I'm gonna switch that off to my members only live, and that's gonna be it. So we're gonna watch No Hard Feelings tomorrow. I'm gonna see what movie night is like, and we're gonna have some snackies and watch the movies and enjoy. Okay, so I hope everybody is here. We're gonna start watching the movie at around, I think I'm gonna go live at 8 tomorrow. So we should start watching the movie around 9, 10. No Hard Feelings is on Netflix. So y'all can watch it on Netflix with me, and we'll see if it's funny or not. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow when we have our movie live. Have a good night. Bye.